Hi everybody, today I'll show you how to create a blog page in WordPress using Elementor. So let's just begin. So to create the blog post page in Elementor, first of all we need to install the Elementor. Okay, so for that we have to go inside the plugins and click on the add new here, and here in the search bar you have to search for Elementor here. Okay, so as you can see here that I have already installed and activated the Elementor. So if I just click on the Elementor, you will be able to see the different options here. Okay, so in the Elementor you can see the settings, you can see the role manager, you can see the tools, you can see the system info, get started, and you can also see the bunch of different options here. All right, so after installing the Elementor, what we need to do, we have to install a plugin here. Okay, so for that we have to go inside the plugins again, and here what we need to do, we have to search for post grid here. Okay, all right, so as you can see the post grid by the Radius team, so we have to install this plugin and activate this. So this plugin would actually help us to create the blog post page. Okay, so I have already installed and activated this plugin. So let's click on the post grid here, and in the post grid you will be able to see grids and the settings. So let's click on the settings here. So in the settings, as you can see here, that we have the common settings, we have the pop-up field selection, we have the social share, custom script, and the other settings here. So the first option is the resource load tab. So here I'll simply choose the Elementor and the Gutenberg. And after that we have the load script dependent on block, we have the enable preloader, we have the disable font awesome script, and you can also see icon type here. Okay, and after that what we have the pop-up field selection. So in the pop-up field selection, you can see we have the different options here, but unfortunately the field selection is the part of the pro version of this plugin. After that we have the social share, and that is the part of the pro version. We have the custom script, and in the end we have the other settings. Okay, so from here you can simply change the primary color, secondary color, preloader color, and you can also see we can also change the other colors here. Okay, so now let's just create the blog post page. So for that I will simply create the new page, and now let's just click on the add new here. Okay, so here let's just add the title for our page. So let's just write down my blog post page. Okay, so let's click on edit with Elementor. Okay, so in the Elementor editor, as you can see here, we have the post grid at the top of our elements here. So from here, to create the blog post page, we actually need to use the grid layout here. So let's just drag and drop this, and you will be able to see that we have the section title, we have our blog post here. Okay, so these are the blog posts that are added on my WordPress website, as you can see here. Okay, so from here we can actually customize the layout of our grid. So as you can see here that we have the three different options that are free. Other than that, we have the options that are the part of the pro version. Okay, so if you just click on the layout tool, you will be able to see the different design here. And if I just click on the layout 3, and you will be able to see the different design here as well. Okay, but right now I'll simply go here with the layout 1. All right, so after that we have the layout options. So in the layout options you can choose the number of the columns that you want to have in a single row. Okay, so we have the default value at the moment, but if I just click here, you will be able to see that we can put the 4 columns, 3 columns, 2 columns, and the 1 column in a single row. So you can simply change the value from here. And after that we have the text alignment. So if you want to change the alignment of the text on our post grid, you can simply do it from here. So let's click on the center here, and you will be able to see that the text that was inside the block card is aligned into the center now. Okay, so let's go here with the default value. After that we have the query build. So in the query build, as you can see here, we have the post source. Okay, so the post source simply means from where we will be getting the data for our grid. Okay, so by default it is post, and you can also choose the pages here as well. So if I change the values to the pages, you will be able to see now I will have the pages here in my grid layout. Okay, but as we know that we want to create the blog post page, so for that we'll simply stick with the default value of the post. And you can also use the filters here. So we have the include only filter, and you have the exclude filter. we have the limit, we have the offset. So in the include only or the exclude only, what you can do here, if you want to include any post or exclude any post, you can simply write down the ID of that particular post, and then it would be included or excluded, depends on what are you trying to do here. Okay, so we also have the advanced filters. So in the advanced filters, we can filter the post by category, we can filter it by tags, we have the taxonomies relations, we have the author, we have the keyword. So you can see the other options here, and after that we have the pagination. So if you want to enable the pagination on your blog post page, you can simply do it from here. All you need to do is to enable the value here, and you will be able to see the pagination here. But at the moment, I will simply disable this. And after that, we have the links. So in the links, as you can see here, that we have the post link tab, which simply means that when I click on the link here or the post here, it would be redirected to that particular article. Okay. And we also have the link target. So if you want to open up the article in the same window or a new window, okay, so you can simply choose the things from here. And after that we have the settings. So in the settings, you can see here we have the field selection. So if you want to enable the options or disable the options, you can simply do it from here. So for example, I want to hide the category here. Okay, so for that I will simply click on here, and it will simply hide the category of my post. And in the similar way, you can simply hide and show the other options, as you can see here. And you can also customize the options that we have here. So we have the section title, we have the post title, we have the thumbnail, content, metadata, and the read more. So you can actually customize any of the options that you can see on our blog post card. Okay, so let's click on the section title. You can see that I can change the values here. Same goes for the post title, and we have the thumbnail, we have the content, and after that we have the metadata, and in the last we have the read more option. Okay, so that is how you can customize the options here. And if you want to play around with the styling of our grid here, you simply click on the style, and from here you can actually customize each part of our post grid here. Okay, so if I just close this, you'll be able to see from here I can actually style the section title, post title, thumbnail, and content, metadata, read more, and the card as well. Okay, so this whole is counted as a card. So that is how you can change the styling of it. So just click on the card here. So in here you can see that we have the card gap, we have the content padding, we have the card border radius. So let's just increase the radius here of our card. So I would actually like to here 15 px, and in the card gap I would actually like to add 10 px, and in the content padding I would go here with the 10 px as well. Okay, so I think I have to increase the value here. So 20 would look fine here. Okay, so this is looking better now. And the similar way I can customize the styling of the read more button. So if I just click here, you will be able to see I can change the typography, I can change the button spacing, we have the padding. Okay, so let's change the border radius here. Okay, so for the border radius, I'll simply write down 20 px here, or I think I can go here with the 10 px. Okay, so this is looking better. And we can change the background color here. So let's change the background color here to the black, and I would change the text color to the white. Okay, so this is looking better now. And we can also add the text color and the background color on the hover effect. Okay, so this is how we can customize the styling of our button here. In the similar way, we can customize the styling of other options here. So let's click on the section title. Okay, so in the action title, I would actually like to change the dot color here. So that is at the moment it's the blue color. So I would actually like to change this to the dark color. Okay, so that is the line color, and I have to change the dot color. Okay, so that would be the black color as well. Okay, and we can add the margin, we can add the border radius. Okay, so now I think this is looking better. So now what I need to do, so just go inside the settings again, and from here I would actually like to change the text of our section title. So that would be blog posts here. All right, so as you can see here that we have the blog post, and in the last I would actually like to add some spacing here. Okay, so let's click on our edit container, click on the advanced. So let's add the padding. So this would be 40 px. Maybe we can go here with the 60 px. Okay, so this is looking better. Alright, so we have created our blog post page. So now let's click on the publish and click on the have a look. And now you can see here that we are redirected to our blog post page. So from here I can simply click on any article and it will be redirected to on that article, and we can simply have a look on that article here. Okay, so this is how it works, and this is how you can create the blog post page in the WordPress using Elementor. So if you really find this video useful, hit the like button and subscribe the channel.